Okay, so I guess you were kind of having conversation with our team about like coming in person to get started with the business. Is correct though?
That's correct.
Well, can you see me?
Yes.
Oh, Brianna, I can't see you.
You can't. I have a picture of my ID.
Oh, okay, okay. I
You
thought
need
you're
me to, I can turn my camera.
okay. I thought you were in pajamas though. Still in your pajamas.
Well, I'm in comfy clothes. It's not pajamas.
Okay.
Let me see. No, I get it. First impressions are
Easy, no problem. Okay.
important.
So,
Yeah.
Brianna, what really sparked your interest that made you like clicking onto the ad to begin with?
Um, you know, I don't know. I'm young. I'm getting to it. I've never really traveled, so it's just like, oh, I can do some business and travel. So that's kind of like, a cool opportunity potentially. Um, this year, really, I feel like I've been trying to just be more independent, like
Mhm.
in terms of like working and pretty much, yeah, like,
Okay.
be my own boss, so to speak.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 26.
26. Okay. And currently at the moment, what do you do for work though?
I'm a security coordinator.
Oh wow. That's a pretty tough job, I feel.
Well, thankfully, it's just the coordinating. I don't have to tackle too many people too often.
Okay. And how many hours do you work?
Typically it's like full time plus overtime, so probably like 48 hours a week,
Okay. And
sometimes max.
how much is it bringing you though monthly?
Monthly after taxes, probably like 4,500.
Is that enough for you?
Is that enough for me?
Yeah.
I mean, I make ends meet with it.
Uh-huh. Well, you feel like that's like fulfilling of what you're looking for though, the money?
No,
Okay.
that's where, like, I'm young, I don't have kids, like all that. So I feel like now is the prime time to like start a business or, something
Mhm.
like that. Or yeah, just be take more control of like what I'm getting.
Oh, you want to be your own boss, you mentioned earlier, right? So kind of like going through the process, like you're working 48 hours a week and making around like uh 4 or 5 grand a month. Uh
Mhm.
you mentioned that it's kind of like not enough though. Well, is it affecting you any certain way though?
I mean, I can't save as much as I want to travel. I don't have my passport yet, but I'm like, dang, now would be the time because I've only been to Canada and I live in like States.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I was just like, dang, if I really want to do everything that I'm dreaming and hoping for, I have to make more.
Hmm. Absolutely. I feel you. So kind of like curious, like why now? You're looking to like start your own thing.
Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know if you know, like with like biology and stuff, but the prefrontal cortex, like that thing
Mhm.
they say once you're like 25, 26, I feel like that hit me. I was just like, wow, like I'm really far from where I was, but I feel like I could be way further. So just like, using the skills I have, and a lot of skills is like more networking. It's like not what you know, it's who you know. So just like reaching out, taking those chances and opportunities.
Okay, I feel you're looking for real-time dopamine, right? The real dopamine of
Yeah.
progression, I feel, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I want to be way further, like in 1 year from now or 2 years from now. Like,
Okay. And what kind of like ballpark figure you're looking to achieve when it's come to like money making goal though, where you want it to go? Realistic.
I really want to be, yeah, realistically. So I want to be with the first millionaire in my family, and I know that's not going to probably be just one job I do. It's going to be
Mhm.
multiple. So like, I'm currently trying to start my own business, like on the side, something that can like run itself.
Mhm.
Once I have the inventory, but so yeah, I think not including all the other ventures, just this one, probably like 10,000 a month,
Yeah,
more to
that
like that.
sounds yeah, that sounds realistic though. I've got a lot of students in my space were able to achieve even more than that within their first month as well, depending on one thing, one skill set that I always tell people is to shake more hands and more prospects. Because the more hands you shake, the more money you make. It's a simple rule, right? Right.
Mm.
So Brianna, 10 grand a month, like an extra income coming at your side though. what would that allow you to do personally?
Well, yeah, I'm just now getting into investing, so like I can invest that,
Mhm.
create wealth and assets. Also, yeah, I'm a happy person, but I would definitely, I think, expand my horizons. Maybe get a different car, you know.
Oh, which car?
Um, which car? I've always wanted an Audi.
Okay. Well,
So yeah.
let's make it happen then. Okay. So, Brianna, before hopping in conversation with our team, did you had a chance to like try any business in the past?
So like recently I got licensed to sell life insurance, and that was like in August. And I was still taking classes, so I had to kind of wait until after to study. So yeah, I just really don't stop. Like I have
Mhm.
like a lot of my hobbies are actually just trying to like fortify my skill set. So
Mhm.
like I don't have a college degree yet, but that's what I was doing in my spare time, and then I had an opportunity for that. So I'm still learning. I made my first sale in that like a week ago, so
Insurance,
trying to get
right?
referrals with that. Yeah.
Calling, dialing people. How's the response rate looking like though?
As they say, it's a game of numbers, and so
Yeah.
similarly, you can contact like 100 people and maybe 10 are interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the more hands you shake, the more money you make, right, Brianna? So,
Yeah.
did you had a chance to talk to any mentor, team to try and learn any skill set in order to put yourself in a position where you wanted to go though, like online business, anything like that?
Like 2 months ago, I did like a Grant Cordone, like
And
I
Cardone.
forget what it was called. Yeah, it was one of those like classes where it's like I think like an hour and a half, and he was just like talking about like running a business, like how to get warm leads, funneling, just like yeah, that stuff for like entrepreneurs or small business owners. I think it would be beneficial. Just getting yourself on multiple platforms, like doing
Okay.
your due diligence with being like exposed to like the full market, and then yeah, just maintaining the attention of the customer and client.
Okay. And did you had a chance to move forward with them though?
No, I forget what his thing was. I think it was like real estate, and I was like, I kind of have, I just wanted to get the information.
Hmm. And what really caused you not like moving forward with them though, usually?
They're very pushy. They're like, like you live in Washington, we have a class like next month, pay this much and do the class. I'm like, no. They're like, okay, what if we discount it? Like, I'm like, no.
Like money aside, would you do it?
Money is I think it wasn't really my passion. I was just like interested to like hear from someone who is an entrepreneur,
Mhm.
and then yeah, just ask those little questions, like get those like tidbits, those gems, if you will, of like kind of like what do you call that? Like your method to, reach more people or just have like extra drive.
Okay. I totally feel you. So, kind of like specifically in the past, like you never had a coach to like help you out, like put you in accountability stuff and never had it?
Not with business, but like I did kickboxing, so I would say that was pretty cool. Like my coach was on me, like, extra session, like better get here on time, that kind of thing. And then yeah, pushing me to go harder and everything.
Okay, so you feel like the coaching really helped you to get there faster with the goals that you wanted to achieve with the kickboxing and stuff like that, like a body transformation and stuff. So I'm curious,
Yeah.
like, why are you kind of like looking for a business coach now, though?
I mean, it's like now or never. I believe it's never too late to learn a skill. I believe it's never too late to start something new.
Hmm.
But yeah, I just think like 5 years ago, where I thought I'd be now, is like I'm further than I thought I would be, but like I don't have a family, like that kind of thing. And so talking to friends who do have families started and things going like that, they're like, if I were you, I would start a business. I would, pursue your career or yeah, just kind of be a boss. Like, so I'm like, you know what? I am a boss of sorts, but I'm still working for the man, so just trying
I
to
feel
be
you.
more.
So, what do you feel like when it's come to the part of the process of you doing anything? When it's come to accountability, like self accountability, how much do you rate yourself in self accountability?
I rate myself at 8.
Eight. And do you feel
Yeah,
like
like
that you so do you
sorry.
think what actually is the missing part that is causing you to like not getting there where you wanted to go though specifically?
Focus, I would say. Like I would say though, I think it's also my mindset because where I'm at also dictates like, if people are depending on me, usually I can meet their expectations, like especially at work with deadlines and stuff like I really put the fire under myself to not miss anything, to like, just get everything I need done like
Mm,
first and then go back and then if something comes up, just handle everything like as it comes, like in advance as much as I can. And yeah, so but in a personal sense, like in my free time trying to learn a skill and stuff, that's where I'm struggling a little bit with yeah, just like the motivation, I think, kind of low key. um
okay.
but yeah, otherwise like the spark is there, so I just know like, okay, if I just get myself to fan the flame or someone to like encourage me, that always helps, like my dad or my grandma or something. But yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like the things that you're missing, if you have that in place, do you feel like you'll be able to like achieve those results that you wanted to have?
Yes.
Like accountability, like motivation, encouraging, pretty much the part of the process.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's like a plant. Like, like if you get water, sunlight, everything, like that's my water and my sunlight for sure.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what are those missing pieces that we can specifically know about so we can like fix the problem? You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
okay. So, Brianna, what I feel like so far is the main objection over here is getting into more progression cycle, right? Finding more freedom, putting yourself into a position where you wanted to go and to grow with life. Is that what you're looking for, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this program specifically is about like flying you out in person. Okay.
Mhm.
And we're helping you to build an artificial intelligence business. Brianna, I wanted to know like, are you familiar with artificial intelligence? Kind of like using Chat GPT?
Yes. It's definitely like a new like thing, and I definitely see the potential in it. Just yeah, thinking of like output and like convenience. And then yeah, even like our modern media says like, there's artificial singers and stuff that are making money for a real person.
Convenience is the king and queen right now. I'm telling you, like, if you're able to provide value through your business to solve a problem, it doesn't come with convenience. People are gonna move to another person, another company, and stuff like that. And if you see Uber or Uber Eats or DoorDash, what are they doing? They're just providing a convenience and they're making money from the convenience at the end of the day from the people. So the main agenda for DoorDash was to save time of people so they can involve themselves into more money making activities and they can basically make money from it. Right. And
Yeah.
they're doing the job, right? A lot of people are doing it with a low ticket, like a couple of cents or a dollar in a huge market makes them a lot of money. Convenience, right? Okay, so Brianna, what we actually do is that we help our business owners to reduce the cost of the employee and make their business more convenient, plus more automated with the help of an AI by replacing such employees like receptionists, appointment setters in industry. Because right now, Brianna, what you're doing in insurance is you're doing a triage combination of doing the setting plus closing at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So in different type of industries, there are a set of appointment setters and set of closers. Set of appointment setters sets appointments, make sure there's a qualified lead, and then it pass to the closer. Obviously, we can replace a closer with an AI because it's a human persuasion at that point, but pretty much implementing the AI to set an appointment and replacing chat support system with the help of an AI completely. Right. That works
Right.
24 hours. That doesn't make mistakes, doesn't repeat back mistakes, which allows business owners to let the prospect to show up more. So the more show up, the more conversation, the more money you close. Does that make sense though?
Yes.
Right. If you got, let's say that if you wanted to go to a dentist right now, Brianna, and you don't know any dentists around you, and the fastest route for you to do it is by searching on Google, dentist near me, the good old way, right? And I know for sure that you're gonna pick the top first because it has the best reviews, right? You want best for yourself. Let's say you call them, Brianna, and didn't pick. what's going to happen?
I'm probably gonna call the next one.
Absolutely. And at that point, you don't give a frick about reviews, right? Because you want to get your problem solved. Right?
Hmm.
So maybe the first business like was having consistent conversation with like 2 to 3 receptionists and stuff like that and pick the call, or maybe they don't have an AI that could let you to show up, book an appointment, and get your problem solved. So who made the money? The second business, right?
Yeah.
So the first one was the best reviews, but they still didn't make money because they were not able to provide you the convenience. Right. So at the end of the day, these small things add up to make a lot of revenue at the end of the day. Right. So we fix businesses problems like that. Okay, so they can have more show up rate so that let's say for the chat support people are not responding and they're putting the refund and your payment processor is getting blocked. The company's gone now because you're not able to provide convenience to your customer. Right. So it's so much important. Like you get frustrated if you don't get a reply from customer care service. Like frick, they're bad. Right. Simple as that. So if you look into this AI industry right now, there are total like 33 million businesses on in general, all type of businesses are like 33 million businesses that are currently operating in the United States, and there are just 3 million businesses that are using AI, which means market is not saturated. Why? Because AI is new to the world. And second of all, there are not a lot of AI businesses out there who are able to put up such huge awareness to aware those rest of 30 million businesses. Because if you can have products sitting at home, Brianna, but if you don't showcase what kind of problem it
Hmm.
solves, nobody's gonna know about it. Right. So there are not a lot of companies of AI that can take care of the awareness of really big market. Okay. So market is really unsaturated.
Hmm.
People are really warmer once you're able to aware them with the problems, with the solutions, with the consequences of not getting the problem solved. Okay. So what we actually help you out in this system, do you hear me fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we actually help you out is that we make you learn, we implement by taking an action, and we put you on accountability. How do we do that is that before you come in person, there are certain type of check-ins that we need to do, like LLC creation, your website creation, your funnel buildings, and your software creation of an AI, right? Once you come in person, what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be taking off the burden of your marketing because that's the most important thing. How do we do that? Is by specifically helping you out to make content to market. Because Brianna, right now in this world, nobody gives a frick about cold calling, looking at billboard, knocking doors. It's just a waste of time. So we need to build a solid system for people to see us even when we are sleeping. I want them to see us as a problem solver whenever they get a chance to talk about their problem, and your video should be popping up on their platform because they talk about a certain problem that you already aware people with because it's algorithm that derives the speech of authority to certain people who are looking for solution. These social media platforms are so smart. It shows you what exactly you're looking for. I'm gonna give an example. Like I talk about business and stuff like that, or when I go to the gym, talk about fitness. So the thing is that if I open my Instagram feed, you know what I see is just business content creators popping or fitness people. Or let's say that I stumble upon any girl and just scrolling, and next day I'm gonna have a couple of girls coming on my feed as well. Because it shows me what I'm looking for from the demographics, from the patterns. Right. So there are business owners who exist in this world who have this problem that they discuss this problem every single day, right? They talk about, they ask Google, hey, I'm getting this problem, how can I solve it? Right. They are doing it, right? So we need to make sure that we derive the algorithm in a certain way where we are speaking with authority and utilizing the same information to go to those people who are looking for it. So, Brianna, when you come in person, we make a lot of content. We take the responsibility of first 3 months of the content with you. How do we do that? Is that our team is going to be giving you scripting. The scripting is just a way for you to understand that how do you start conversating with a curious tonality. Whenever you're trying to pinpoint the pain, you come with a concerned tone. Like when you're
Mhm.
doing life insurance, what would actually happen if, God forbid, you get into a car crash? What's going to be going on your wife's head? That you didn't leave anything for her, or you want to let your kids to take the burden on their shoulders, right? In a concerned tone, they'll be like, "Oh no, I don't want that," and stuff like that. I've trained a lot of life insurance agents, so I know the whole perspective, right? So the thing is that uh, the content strategy is simple. It's all about awareing a problem that business owners are having with the manual process in their system that might not be causing them to grow. Brianna, why we're awareing them with the problem? Because they are having those problems. And once they see that part of the process that we aware of the problem, like, hey, this is actually happening to me, and this person validated that problem, so he might know a solution for it. Builds the curiosity. Right. So people started to look at you as a problem solver from like a far away. But if you're able to aware them with the possible solutions that you've got with the help of your experience, maybe it's in fitness
Mhm.
industry, maybe it's in life insurance sales that you're trying to help people out with the sales, or maybe with an AI product service that you've got that's going to get them there where they wanted to go. So actually, when you aware a problem, you laid the foundation of where they are. And when you aware them with the possible solution that you can provide, you laid a foundation of where they wanted to go. So who created the gap? You did, right? So who's gonna
Mhm.
fill the gap? They're gonna see you as a gap filler because nobody else created the gap, only you did. Right. So they're starting to see you as a problem solver, but still, Brianna, people are lazy. They only act on deadlines. And you mentioned to me as well, though, right? That I provide work before even deadlines and stuff like that. Why? Because we human are lazy. We were born to be lazy. Right. So how do we create urgency? So when you're doing B2B, when you're helping a business owners, that's a big boys cash out there. Yeah, I know. People have more purchasing powers and stuff like that as well. But the thing is that you need to understand that there's a difference between creating urgency when you're doing B2C and B2B. When B2B2C, you can display discounting prices. That's going to derive people to think like, hey, this is cheap. So they think with cost-based thinking. Okay. But when you do this stuff with business owners, they don't feel like that way. You know why? Because they already play that part of the process with their consumers. They're like, okay, they're talking about discount, they're low status. That's how people feel. Because discounting thing put them into more of a cost-based thinking. But business owner, what is he looking for? Results-based thinking is what he's thinking from. So if you
Hmm.
display discounting prices, even though when I'm doing consumer B2C, I never like to display discounting prices because that basically put them into a situation where they start thinking about money, not the results. Right, Brianna? Maybe that was a turnoff for you
Mhm.
to not purchase the Grant Cardone's ticket as well. Might be an option though, right? Well, so how do we create urgency? That's the most important thing. Is that by looking into what actually causing them pain. Okay. So whenever our
Mhm.
my salespeople, my team talk to business owners, they're still talking. So whenever they jump on conversation, we're like, hey, you're going through the whole process and stuff like that. Like, is it affecting you in a certain way? Yeah, man, I'm paying office rent, salaries of employees, insurance of employees, utility bills. I'm making a revenue. But sometimes I have to end up working extra in my business, doing receptionist work, doing salesperson work, doing back end fulfillment work. I can't hire more employees because I need to pay more salary. So I end up working extra. So what am I losing? I'm losing valuable time to do networking. Look, Brianna, networking, when you sit with bigger people, you learn from their mistakes in order to get there faster where you want it to go. Gives you an edge to save time and money. Right. When you sit with bigger people, you open your mouth, you raise the funds for the business. Maybe you get an equity partnership. Right. A person brings in $500,000, you put the money on awareness, more people show up, more money you close, business is growing. So no networking means no progression of the business. Okay, now this is more of a logical pain point. And business owner always come up with these pain points like, man, I don't have time to spend with my spouse and kids, and that is making my relationship to get horrible every single day. I fake promise my kids to take them out. I fake promise my spouse, and whenever I get back to home, she always yelling at me. 70% of the business owner, Brianna, that I've talked to personally have either gone through divorces, child support, a horrible relationship. They always complain about it. The only complaint that I didn't listen to was from the single business owners mainly. But to be honest, Brianna, like it's the pattern that I've learned that if you marry an American woman and you don't spend time with them, they leave. So you need to be really careful for that, though. But long story short, the thing is that is what we're looking for to create urgency is the consequential part. If you're not able to solve this problem, you're not going to be able to achieve those XYZ results and have these problems that I mentioned to you. These are general problems of business owners. If you throw back them with these consequences, they'll feel like if I don't make change, I'm going to get into a worse situation. Right. I'm gonna give you an example of it. Let's say if you got a daughter and she'd be like crazy and eating chocolate, you ask her like, what would happen if you keep eating those chocolates? You're like, hey, I'm gonna catch cavities. Okay, well, you if you have those cavities and you keep eating chocolate, what's gonna happen next? Oh, my teeth are gonna fall down. Okay, do you want to actually want that happen to you though? No. Just grab the apple. Problem solved. Right. So it's the fear of not getting the problem solved because humans are never gonna be changing, Brianna, unless or until you acknowledge their pain of not getting the problem solved. And if you're not making them fear of not getting the problem solved in the future, they don't feel like they need to make a change. Right. Another example of fitness coaching. I was in fitness coaching, I'm still doing with like an autopilot agency that I've got like three closers on that. 6 years ago, I had a prospect named as John wanted to lose 110 pounds. On the sixth minute of the conversation, he started to mention about his spouse. Like, like I have a spouse and a daughter, and we just kind of like I got the verbal cues from his mouth like spouse. I'm like, hey, this man might can come up with an objection of I need to talk to my spouse. So what I'm trying to say is that we pre-handle when we start a business, when we start the awareness. But when he jumped on conversation, I asked him, "Hey John, how does your spouse feel if you're able to 110 pounds and to be able to walk your daughter down to the aisle? Chris, she's gonna be feeling super super good." Okay. Well, John, what would be the ramifications? What would happen the worst if you're not able to lose 110 pounds? Oh, I'm gonna catch a heart attack, bro. Look at me. I'm a fat guy. I'm 5'6", 375 pounds. For sure, bro. Okay, well, what's gonna be going on your wife's head? You're not able to lose 110 pounds. Oh, she's gonna be feeling devastated. I don't know who's gonna take care of my kids and stuff like that. She's probably gonna marry another man. I don't want that, Chris. So what I did was I made sure that it's not just important to him, it's important to his spouse more. Right. So he don't have to go to his spouse and ask, baby, I wanted to lose 110 pounds. Should I join or not? Right. She's absolutely going to be happy. So
Hmm.
this is called pre-handling. So we utilize this pre-handling situation of consequential part in order to not just derive urgency in order for a prospect to be really warm. So when they come at our side, we are the detached person, not them. Okay. When we are detached, our guard is up, their guard is down. Nobody can steal the deal. Okay,
This is very valuable information.
absolutely. Like I like to like whenever I get a student in conversation, I like to portray every single thing so that things make sense for them to feel like if this is actually something they want to do. Because Brianna, the thing is that we had a couple of people in the past and stuff like that. who was just coming in person to just enjoy it, want to see Dubai and stuff like that. I'd be like, frick no, bro. You're here for business. We'll do chillings, but first we need to make
Yeah.
sure that we do business first. Okay, Brianna. So, uh, this strategy of content, we're going to be helping you to make 90 short form videos for Instagram. Okay. Same pattern. Awareness about a problem, awareness about a solution, awareness about a consequences. Think of it as a funnel. Okay. In the bottom of the funnel, when after consequential part, you led them to call to take an action. How? You've seen a lot of content creators saying, "Hey, if you're looking to get this service so you'll make more money in your business, click learn more to book a one-on-one conversation. Comment this word, click the link in the bio." What are these? These are all call to action buttons.
Mhm.
So, in the start of the system, when you come in person, we're going to be taking some ad creatives from you, like 5 to 10 ad creatives for future, right? So we can run more marketing to get more people coming at your side. And like when we help you to start hire salespeople for you, like in the start of the process, you'll have like good amount of like 10 to 15 people coming from organic side. Or maybe let's say that if the volume is not good, you run like $10 ad a day, you get like 10, 15 people extra coming at your side. So uh, building VSLs, video source links. Like I'm gonna give an example. There are different type of funnels that we utilize. I'm gonna give an example of a funnel. Let's say that our funnel is that we're gonna let them go from content or by clicking the ad to jump on your website. Okay. On the top of the website, there's going to be a VSL, it's called video source link of you explaining them what exactly the problem you solve, what type of people that you solve problem of, what kind of solutions that you provide, right? What type of industry you can provide solutions for, and what are the consequences. Most another part, creating urgency again and again, so they start to see as a problem solver. And and when you like lock in some clients and provide some service, we're going to be adding on some testimonials at the end of the VSL as well, so people have more motivation for that. Okay, so if let's say that people get from the Instagram ad or a video to the website, the first thing that website is going to ask them to put down their name, email, and phone number. Why? I'm going to tell you later. Okay. So when they if they haven't watched the video of you of 12 to 15 minute where you're explaining every single thing, if they haven't watched, they cannot book a calendar. The calendar requires a lot of questions to answer, right? So that we can get their pain point at first. So your job is a lot easier to jump on conversation and give them a recap of what questions they answered, and you pretty much go for objection handling and close the deal. So it takes less time for you to close more deals. So people who never watched the complete video, they're not going to be able to fill out a calendar. Why? Because I just want you to book a calendar for those people who are really serious. Because when they are booking, they're making sure they jump on conversation. Because think of it like that. They watched your Instagram, they jump on your website where they have completed 15-minute video of you. They're going to be the most warmer people because they have more attention span spending on you. Let's say if they haven't watched the video, they just clip the video in the middle. We still have their information, phone number, email, right? So they're less warmer, but we let that AI to text them instantly. Hey, saw you applied on XYZ things, kind of like looking for a change and stuff like that. Does it ring a bell? Be like, yeah, I did it. Okay. So AI is gonna have starting conversation and let them book on calendar, or you can jump on conversation with them straight by sending them the Zoom link or maybe a FaceTime call. Okay. So there are less warm people, more warm people. So you know you can distribute your most important time, like the time you're free, to the bookings. And in the middle, like when you get free, just call the rest of the less warm people, get them more warm, close the deal. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is actually something that you're going to be doing in person of closing deals. Because when our students come in person, we don't let them leave before they make at least $1,000. Literally. The maximum student that I've got in person who made $8,000 was a Mexican guy, 21 years old. Right.
Like
21 years.
20,000.
He made $8,000 in a day. In a day by locking four deals of 2 grand, because the service that we provide start from minimum $1,000 ticket price. And at the end of the day, the highest ticket that I've sold myself to the business owner was 150 grand because I was replacing his 400 appointment setters in solar. Right. That was a crazy number. That was the biggest prospect that I've closed so far in my career when it's come to B2B. I don't take B2B conversations right now though, because I got a lot of salespeople. I manage more of the students for teaching,
Mhm.
building, and stuff like that nowadays. Now, the question is going to be what type of industry that I'm going to be selling, right, Brianna? So the thing is that there are different type of industries that you can sell, but if I give you a suggestion, the wise suggestion is not picking just one field. Be more specific to provide services to all type of niches. Okay. And whatever the niche you feel like is you feel like that, hey, it's a good niche and the people are really good awareness and stuff like that, you can be more specific. But how do we get more specific with one niche is by just producing a content that have one keyword of such business. Let's say if I'm providing to real estate, I'm going to be talking about problems that is happening with the real estate. Right. Solution to the real estate. What would happen if real estate business owner is not going to be able to uh, have those AI services, right? So you can be more specific with those keywords, but in the start, I don't want you to do that. I want you to lock in money from
Mhm.
any type of niche. Okay. So let's say that you locked in a dentist for a receptionist part of the process who like set appointments and stuff like that. Let's say you lock the person, you will be asking them what exactly the question that they asked from their prospect. Right. And ask them the recording as well, because every good company or any company who's starting out, they always record their prospects with the customer, with the salesperson or receptionist because they wanted to know what's going on. Tracking. Tracking make things more better, right? Accountability, you could say. So we get the recording, we implement into the AI, plus we ask them, hey man, do you want a voice cloner though? Do you want to clone your own voice? Well, nah, man, I just want a girl voice. Okay, just we got the regular one though. So we put the girl voice with the tonalities, right? Like starting a conversation with a confused tone, right? I'm gonna example like whenever you're doing, like whenever I was doing cold calling, I'll be like, "Hey, is this Chris here? I was wondering if it possibly help me out for a moment. That I'm an old guy mumbling intentionally because I just wanted to make them feel like that I'm confused so they can open up. How can I help you? I'm not quite sure that you could yet. I was just calling you to see if you would be open to discussing some possible hidden gaps in your business that might not be causing you to grow. Would you be open to discussing some possible hidden gaps, though? Like, yeah, why not? It's not like pressure situation. Hey, are you interested? Shut the call. It's not gonna work. Okay. So so the thing that I've learned so far is that tonality serves the most important. Like if I give you 2 pages of book or a 1 5 minute song to remember, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to remember the song, right? Because it comes with a bunch of tonalities. Tonalities generate feelings, and that's where you learn. Right. So what I'm trying to say is people don't buy things, they buy emotions. Emotions of getting the problem. So why people are buying freaking insurance, like paying for the future, because they want to feel safe. Feeling safe, feeling is an emotion. Why women buy makeup? Because they want to feel good. It's an emotion. Everything is related to the emotion. What kind of emotional problem you can solve? If a person is specifically buying if he's a really wealthy guy is buying an eighth expensive watch, maybe he want to show some people that he can purchase that thing, or maybe he want to prove himself that I can have these things. So that's what we're trying to do, to look into more emotional pain point in order for them to have the fear of consequences in order to get the problem solved. Right? Same patterns with the sales conversation as well. I don't want you to straight pitch. I want you to diagnose the problem and then provide a solution. Okay. And because you diagnose the problem, now you know their emotional pain points. It's going to allow you a lot easier for you to close the deals because they have told you their problems. So, uh, whenever you come in person, there are going to be 10 sales calls that you need to take, Zoom calls, right? And those are going to be coming somewhat from your face of the business, part of the process, from your content. Plus, our team gives you really, really qualified leads, add leads, so you can jump on conversation and close some good amount of money on your payment processors. We're not going to receive the money. You're going to receive the money. And since you lock in the person, we sit with you, we teach you how to provide a service because we built you pre-built softwares. We give you the pre-built softwares for you. Okay.
Hmm.
So that's how the whole system works as a 7 days in person. And once you get back to your place, we have 3 months where we help you with accountability every single day. Every single conversation that you will take with the prospect is going to be recorded. Brianna, why? Because I need to make sure that what's going on, what causing you to not close deals, what causing you to not having more show ups, what's going on. Because if we know what's going on, then we're going to be able to fix it. Right. If I don't know what's going on, how am I going to be able to fix it? We do tracking. Every conversation you take is recorded, so our backend coaches is sitting and watching you what's going on. Let's say if you're having a one objection that it's hard for you to handle, it's I need to think about it. It's a general objection, right? That a lot of people give you. I need to think about it. Right. You can handle the objection. That's not a problem. You can close the deal with that as well. So let's say you have having a problem, coaches and calling, hey Brianna, you're consistently having a problem with this objection that is causing you to lose a lot of sales. So let's jump on conversation, fix that thing. We will do role plays with you and stuff like that, and you're able to take the next conversation. That's how we work. Same goes with when you get back to your place, you have 90 days of content that is already pre-built for you. The money that you make, I want you to build your own studio at home. Get a great background, lightnings and stuff like that. Get the softbox on your faces, a good camera stand and stuff like that, so that you are making content and you're providing content to our team. Our team is editing, rendering every single thing. Okay,
Really?
absolutely.
Hmm.
So 3 months of hard accountability. Why? Because in 3 months, if you can master, if like, if you go to the gym, let's say for 3 months, right, you're going to be able to learn the mastery to even make other people learn as well. 3 month transformation is the major change that you can see. 7 days to learn a habit, 28 days to master it, and 3 months to at least master the skill set of the mastery. Okay. In business, if you can last 3 months, you can last it forever. That's what I learned so far from the patterns of the student set. And why accountability? Because think of it like that. It's the same thing. If you go to the gym by watching YouTube videos, or you have a personal trainer with you for the next 3 months, right? It's going to be more results, right? That's what accountability is all about. And once you've gone through the process to become a best operator within the first 3 months, because I can hire you a salesperson right now, Brianna, that's not a problem. But the thing is that if I hire a salesperson who calls you, Brianna, the leads are bad, kind of like suck. At this point, you're not going to be able to figure out the possible hidden gap because you haven't tapped into it. You don't know how prospects are because you haven't touched them. But if you
Hmm.
hire after 3 months, you've gone through the accountability, every single stuff. Now you're the best operator for yourself. You know that I need to show up at this time in order to get the most show up rates from the prospects. Now now your sales rep call you that you hired. Leads are bad. Like, shut the frick up. I just watch your Zoom recording and you suck at those calls. You better jump on conversation with me on Sunday and I'll coach you to get better so you make more commissions and I'll make more money from the company. Problem solved. Okay. So the way that we make you the operator, I want you to make the mirror images of like you in the form of salespeople.
Hmm.
Okay. And Brianna, I don't like to hire salespeople specifically by running ads because I'm going to get a lot of people who got laid off. Okay. So what we actually do is that we utilize this funnel for a lot of real estate system and for music marketing and different type of industries. So we tested this strategy with for hiring people. So I'm gonna give an example. Let's say that if you go to any big rapper on Instagram and if you open their followers and just check their followers, you know what? 70% of the people are gonna be small music artists. How? Because they got music link tree on their bio and stuff like that. 70%. If you go to any really good sales mentor who's not pushy, more persuasive, right? Who knows the human behavior and stuff like that. And if you check their followers, same pattern. 70% are the salespeople because they want to follow their strategy to become better. Right. So we have AI data scraping system, right? It's a tool where if I wanted to scrape something from a website for anything, I can scrape. So let's say I took the profile of the sales mentors that I really like, put into the ad tool generator, ask them to scrape all the followers. What I get is username of the follower, phone number, email, area, designation, right? All the data that has been extracted. And if they got something on their link tree, like their YouTube page, website, something, I get that too. Now, I've got all the leads. Let's say I scraped a sales mentor of 700,000 followers, 700,000 leads in the form of CSV file I got. A lot of people. So what I'm going to be doing with that is that I'm going to be having an AI blaster system. AI blaster system is to send email or text to thousands of people at the same time, triggers the information. Okay. Let's say that you give me 1,000 numbers to text yo. I'm going to be just clicking it by attaching that Google Sheet. 1,000 people are going to get yo text. If I connect that 1,000 numbers with dialer plus the chat GPT, let's say, so whatever the prompt that you give to start off a conversation, it's gonna keep having conversation with 1,000 people at the same time. Okay. Same process. What we do is that we connect the empty Google Sheet with the AI blaster that is connected to the dialer that is connected to the bot that we have created though. Let's say I picked 1,000 people out of the Google Sheet, put into empty Google Sheet that is connected to the AI blaster, that is connected to dialer and chat GPT. Let's say the first thing that I like to do is to send the one test text that is hey. Okay. Now I'm gonna get a reply saying, who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Now I know that what number works or not. Okay. Now as people who reply, who is this? AI is gonna send them a text. I'm HR from XYZ company. I'm looking for potential sales closer to hire with the OTE percentage of 10 to 12%. Send them our Instagram profile of the business. Send them our website where they can see the offers, learn more about you. Now, if they agree, I send them a type form where they need to answer a lot of questions, right? Put down their resume. I don't really like to have anybody's resume because I don't believe in resume. I believe in more of a skill set, right? Now, the most favorite part of me that basically saves me a lot of time is in the type form they need to put down their 4 minute video of introduction. Why? Because if the salesperson is shy, can't talk, not really good in speech and stuff like that, it's hard for him to get hired, right? So my backend team is set in people who gave the forum, they're looking at the video and stuff like that. I asked them to watch the video first, then saw the questions. And from there, they start to skim screen people and stuff like that. Then it goes to the second team who makes sure that they jump on conversation with them, make sure that they don't have a job right now, a couple of questions. And the most important thing that is, Brianna, that I've dealt with a lot of damage was hiring a lot of entrepreneur brain as a salespeople. You know what? The thing is that they're really smart because I like to hire smart people because I don't like to repeat myself again and again in the past. When I hire those people, they're type of people that they learn and they leave within 6 months or a year. If I'm putting my effort on somebody out there and specifically doing all this stuff, helping him out, making him understand about business so he can be really good to the prospects and stuff like that, I don't want him to leave. Absolutely. That's an emotion of a business owner that he's losing money, right? How do you overcome that? when it's come to the entrepreneur brain, the only way to control them is to specifically look into the process of what actually they fear. A single person doesn't have responsibilities. They don't have like a lot of fears though. But if they're smart, you can control them by putting them into a situation. Let's say that if they make $30,000, they make 7% commission. If they make 50 grands, they get 9%. If they make 70 grands plus, they get 10%. If they make 85 grands plus, they get 12%. Look, now there's a drive for them. The maximum, the highest sales rep that I've got is making around 150 to 160 grands for our team. He makes 15% commission on it. He makes 35 to 40 grands a month. Sorry. So he's happy. He's doing it from home. I don't have to pay his insurance because it's all remote work. He's doing it from home. He's making money. If it's a single, if there is a single women, like the single mom, sorry, they work really good. I've learned so far. They're more humble as well because they're doing it for their responsibilities and stuff, or people who have kids and stuff going on at the end of the day. So we utilize these information to make some decisions. Not every decision is going to be perfect, but it should be better through learning from your own mistake or learning from somebody else's mistake. Like I mean, example, like learning from other people's mistake is we were transacting all of our money from California LLC. That was costing us a lot of money to pay state tax. But I've heard from a mentor, my mentor, he'd be like, frick you, bro. Like, you're not doing a physical business. You're doing an online business. It doesn't require a state to pay the tax if you're doing it online because you're doing it from anywhere around the world. Right. So it's
Yeah.
better that you can open LLC in Florida, Delaware, Texas, Wyoming, and you can save the state tax because there's no state tax over there. And we saved a lot of money. So the thing is, I don't want you to make those mistakes, Brianna. Is what the thing is, what I'm telling you. Learning from your mistakes is good, but learning from other people's mistakes is super awesome. So it's an entire is a 12-month project with mentorship, but in the 3 months is really heavy the accountability. Then we just give you support through groups and stuff like that or a phone call, but not majorly like putting on accountability and stuff like that. The first 3 months aren't enough. So what do you feel about the process so far?
It's solid. I don't see any flaws. I think it's really awesome. Like I can see the potential for the market. Just like, like I don't really look too much into AI, but like I can see the value and like personally I know stories of it replacing like teams, like for this tech company I know of. So I think the timing is like perfect for that kind of work.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like I'll be honest with you, it doesn't matter if it's a AI or any other service. You just need to plug in that system with it. Right. A lot of business owners that I've met in the past, in the current moment, and stuff like that, what I've learned is that how do they open their second businesses by utilizing the same foundation of the first business, but they just plug in the different product. Simply, that's it. Right. So at the end of the day, uh, anybody can build a product or service. That's not a problem, Brianna. Like I can have 10 people to build different type of softwares. But the real actual thing is how are you going to sell it? Right. That's the most important thing. And Brianna, I don't give a frick if it takes even 30 retake shots for you to just make one video of content. The reason why, because it still takes 3 to 4 times for me to make a video. It's normal. It's super normal. But how do you get confident? Like I can yap all day about business. Why? Because I've consumed the knowledge, consumed the information, right? And I feel bored. So I'm just confident because of that. I'm not naturally confident. Nobody's confident naturally. Nobody's having a perfect time, right? You gotta have to start from somewhere, right? You gotta have to accept all the flaws and stuff like that, and just do it. Okay. There are gonna be bad people who are gonna talk bad about you. They're not gonna feed you. They're not gonna be the feeding hand. You're gonna be the feeding hand for yourself, and the right people will support you always. People have fear of judgments and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter to you. You gotta have to ask yourself that Specifically, it's hurting your goal if you're just thinking and procrastinating. If you're like it's the same thing like if you ask your past self that are you proud of what I'm doing today? Like yes. The same thing you're gonna be asking your future self in the future that are you proud of what you actually did? The answer should be yes at the end of the day. So Brianna, do you feel like this could be an answer for you?
I do question like, my capability with one not having a passport and two already working full time, like
Okay.
whether I should like, I don't know, take time off for that opportunity. And then yeah, what to expect after.
So Brianna, the thing is that um, it's not a problem for me to get you the expedited version of the passport. I've done it a couple of times for the students. You can do it in LA as well. We have two programs. And what state do you live in, though?
Washington.
Washington, D.C. Okay.
Oh
So
no,
we
no,
got,
not DC. The
okay,
state.
out of state. So we got in LA as well, though, 7 day program, same kind of thing. But in Dubai, there's a lot of networking things and stuff like that. Like we meet a lot of entrepreneurs, share a lot of like knowledge and stuff like that. We do a lot of podcasting as well. Program, even it's in LA or Dubai, it's gonna be documented because we basically do a lot of transformation challenges for you guys. So for on the personal brand, you're gonna be posting like, I'm doing this for 90 days. Challenge. Because if people know what you're doing, you're gonna be putting more accountability on yourself. Okay. So building personal brand as well for you to get more connections. Because if you showcase people what you're doing, then people are gonna know about like what you're capable of as well, though, right? So both are the same program. Even if you can do it virtually as well, Brianna, that's not even a problem. But you just need to record your own content. Like our team will provide you the service and stuff like that. But you'll be like taking the content. It doesn't matter. You just need to grab the camera stand, or if not, like when I was doing it, I used to like take my phone, tape it with the MacBook from the back, and just doing it. All right. So it doesn't matter. So and the question, like, why do you feel like this could be an answer for you?
um, it's new. The potential is like great, and I don't know, it kind of fits all those boxes I was talking about.
Mhm.
But um I don't know. I just wonder too, because like, I work like a 9 to 5 essentially. So just like the consistency and like, I guess I'm wondering, yeah, how we get prospects. Like if it's like finding my own leads through advertising, or just like cold calls or
Okay, so uh, specifically talking about like leads, I don't work with cold outreach because to be honest, I if you want like cold leads from me, I can give you 1,000 even right now. That's not a problem. It's so easy, the scrapes and stuff like that. Uh, so when we're making content, that content is generally just be there to aware the business owners, right? Any person that comments, any person that likes is a lead. Plus, whenever somebody comments, it's automated that they're gonna get the DM from the AI. Because the comment is gonna be every video is gonna be comment this word to learn more. Right. Every video that we make is gonna be the call to action. So usually you get 3 to 4 to 5 bookings in the start of the business. Okay. You can take 5 to 6 conversations. They're more like organic people. Plus, in the first 30 days, I don't mind providing you our advertisement leads that are super, super warm that you can close on your behalf. You make the money, okay? Just supporting you in a system where you make money. And once we already got your ad creatives, we're going to be putting on the ad creative with $10 per day with ad acquisition cost of $1 per lead, which means you're getting 10 people every single day. If I look into my students' sales closing, like I'm going to talk about like your sales rep as well, though, right, Brianna? So,
yes.
so the sales rep that joined this program so far, like the highest student money that he achieved was 22 grand in a month. He took more than 12 conversations a day, and he sold total 11 units, which means that in the start of the process, his closing percentage was like 12, 16%. And if I look him into now, his closing percentage is more than 40%. It depends on the quality of lead as well. Okay. I'll give an example. Let's say that the funnel that I mentioned, like when people saw your ad or saw your video on Instagram, they click and go to your website where they VSL and then they book the conversation by answering questions, selecting their preferred time. You can expect a closing percentage of more than 70% on that, which means if you're talking to 10 people, you're getting 7 people locked in. Why? Because they're warm. Right. You just need to help them to make a decision. Like, I'm gonna give an example. But let's say if somebody tells you, like, I need to think about it, right? I'm like, okay, like a lot of people, okay, I got this schedule and stuff like that. We can schedule the conversation. Oh, and that person is not gonna come back, to be honest. Simple. You're just asking what specifically is going through your head that you feel like that you need to think about. Okay. Oh, I don't make decisions like that way. Uh, I just take time to make decisions. Do you feel like the we need to change the way that we make decisions? Because I feel like the way that you're making decisions are putting you in a situation where you're currently making $50,000 in the business and you want to go to 70 grand a month. What do you feel like? What kind of changes that we need to make in order to make $50,000, $70,000 to take an action? Why is that so? Lean back and ask them, why is that so? Because I wanted to put my family in a better position and stuff like that. Okay, so let's say that uh, electricity went out of your house. It's 105-degree, pretty hot. Um, AC's turned off. Would you ask your wife, like, hey, baby, can I pay the bill? Or are you just going to go pay the bill and turn on the AC? No, absolutely. I would just pay the bill instantly. And yeah, so what kind of decision that you need to make in order to put yourself, family, in a better position to do it now? So it's the smoke screen that are given to you. It's not actually the I need to think about the objection. It's just a smoke screen that they want to like throw smoke in front of you that you're trying to like catch and catch. You can't catch. Right. Spouse objection they give you. Hey, I need to talk to my spouse before getting started with this business. Okay, well that makes sense though. Like if your spouse would be on board on this process, do you feel like it could be an answer for her as well? Maybe. Oh, well, say that you go to your spouse and she says a big no. What would you do? I'll still do it. Why is that so? So people look, what actually happening is in their head is they have a fear of unknown. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen next? Well, how you're gonna know what's gonna happen next? You tap in and then you know. Fear of uncertainties. They're not having a fear of uncertainty on me, they're having a fear of uncertainty on themselves that whether they're gonna be able to be successful or it's going to be a failure. Well, how do you know you're going to be failing unless or until you haven't tried it yet? Right, Brianna. So
Right.
our job is to help them to make the decision. As a coach, that's how we're going to challenge them. Right, because they're looking forward to solve a problem. So it's not pushy. It's never a pushy thing. I'm just helping them to make a decision because I'm getting the things out of their head. You need it. I don't want you. You need it. I'm doing it. Now I'm not doing it to you. I'm doing it for you. So I'm doing it for him to make a decision to so he can be better in his life. That's the actual perspective of a business is to solve problems. So, Brianna, what do you feel like so far now?
So far, I just have a couple more questions. I was wondering, like, so this is like a full-time commitment, or
Uh,
do you,
what do you mean by full-time commitment?
so like content creation, like after the workshop and like I fly back home, doing my own videos, like,
Like you have the first 90 days of content though. That
mhm.
that's not a problem, right? And the first 90 days because you're doing your jobs and stuff like that as well, you will have less time. So I want you to utilize the more time and more taking sales calls so I can take the burden of the part of the process and slowly, once you leave the job, you will be settling down with your own studio and working for yourself whole full time is what the real matter is.
Yeah, okay.
That's the reason why we give you support for the first 90 days at first place. So you can be really free in your mind that, hey, I'm not just goofing around making content in this and that and that. I just focus on first part is that I make money. And the
Mhm.
money that I make, I'm going to utilize the money to do things for me, buying camera, buying. Because thing is, look, Brianna, like I've dealt with a lot of people in the past. People have such a thing going on in their head is that fear of uncertainty. A lot of times, people be like, "Hey, I want to open a pastry shop." Okay, well, I want to open a pastry shop once I purchase the pastry factory, so that I will have unlimited supply of this and that. They are just looking at the fine lines. They're not looking at the bottom lines. Frick you, bro. Like, first get the pastries from somebody else. Just go out and sell and make profit. And so you know that this is for you or not. That's how you do it. Not just waiting for, like, I don't trust the bank. Okay, well, it will take thousands a year for me to build my own bank. I can't do this because I don't have that age. People have that kind of mentality at the end of the day. Like, why would I do software engineering to learn to code and then build my software rather than I can save myself time and get somebody else to make it for me and I can sell and make more money. So at the end of the day, even if you see Harvard, Harvard is run by a business owner, not a professor. Like there's a professor of businesses and stuff like that. They teach businesses, but they actually don't have no experience with the business. Sounds absurd, right? Like sounds like frick. What's going on? They have zero experience with the business. Literally, they got PhDs and stuff like that, but they're teaching. And even though every university does this, Harvard has a policy that not every person who's going to get into the program is going to be able to achieve $200,000 salary after you graduate. Only 10 to 11% people can make it happen from Harvard. They get a job real quick of $200,000 a year salary. So that people would call them, you're a scam and stuff like that. You promised me you can make $200,000 salary a year. No, if you don't put the effort and get the good grades, you're not going to get the salary. Right. So, Brianna, what I'm trying to say is that it depends on you. If you can put extra effort to make more content for yourself, that's good. It's good that you make more long form content on YouTube and get more qualified people. Like I mentioned, a 15-minute video of the VSL can get you the most warmest leads. So, think of it like that, the YouTube long form content, how much it can help you to get the most qualified leads because they know every single thing about you, but you don't know about them. So they are connected with you with their emotional part. Sometimes, if somebody can provide you the most free value, but still you're going to be paying them, you feel like I'm just a little close to them. So it's a long term thing. It's a commitment for you with yourself, Brianna, not with
Mhm.
our team. It's a commitment of because our team is going to respond to you. Our team is gonna be on your freaking ass for calling you if you ghost us, and they're gonna reach out from different platforms like, "What's going on? What's going on? You're not replying," and stuff like that. You got pending work to do and stuff like that. I can't penalize you, to be honest, though I can give you more work. If you would be my employee, I would have gone for deduction or reward method that makes people feel like, hey, no, the salary is deducting. It's a pain for me. I need to show up. It's important. You're going to be learning when you do. I'm going to drop your sales percentage from 10 to 9%, like to salespeople, like if they don't show up every single day. Because we just hired a commission based sales rep. So,
Mhm.
commission based sales rep, no money on the table as a base salary, right? If they were like, hey, I just make commissions on what I close the deals. Okay, well, it's not going to work out like this, though. I'm giving you the opportunity to make the percentage every single day. But if you're not showing up, I'm gonna give this opportunity to somebody else. So they're like, hey, I just want to work for 2 hours a day, and I'm good with making what I'm making. It's not how it's gonna work. Like I'll
Mhm.
drop the percentage of commission. They feel like, hey, this is pain, so I need to show up every single day. People change when they're two things: the reward or deduction method. Some people who are really good at what they do, give them the extra bonus, and they're gonna be going more crazy hours working for you. So this is a really important thing that putting in a discipline, putting you as a life coach, and putting you to get better in life as well, though. Right. So I'm gonna show you how the. So you want to look for in-person program? What's going on? Yeah, this conversation is going somewhere else. Motivation. I'll be a motivation speaker.
No, no, I'm definitely interested.
Yeah. What? You good looking for LA in person or looking for straight Dubai though? You been to Dubai? Oh,
No.
you don't have passport. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful though. I love Dubai chocolate.
Oh wow. So it's just in Dubai we don't pay no tax. It's like 1% of the tax that we pay. That's the best part. That's the reason that why we moved to Dubai mostly. At first was no taxation. Second of all, there are a lot of business opportunities. People are really good. Not like the people in LA who are just full of chaos and looking for attention and stuff like that. Over here, most people are like related to doing their own stuff. Most of the community is Muslim community, really humble people, right?
Mhm.
Not looking for chaos, no parties and stuff like that. But nowadays, a lot of foreigners have been coming up just to just visit and doing parties, right? But pretty much, I'm the type of person, and I just have a team who focus on real dopamine, not like fake dopamine. Okay, so I'm gonna show you some results of the students.
Okay.
Pretty straightforward, right?
Hmm.
So, Brianna, the funding partners that we're going to be helping you out, the reason why they work with our team because we produce such great results that our students are able to pay back from the business profits. If it's, let's say, God forbid, something happened, you're not able to show up, we cancel it. The reason why, because I don't want to take the burden. I don't want to take the burden of funding partners. But like, hey man, like you told us like this girl is serious and stuff like that, and she's not working on it. Like, hey, well, we're just what's going on? I'd be like, hey, cancel it. Because if our service wouldn't be really good and we'd be like not providing the service, they would have taken this opportunity from our team. The same dispute situation. You get what I'm saying? Right?
Hmm.
Simple. So that's how it works with the whole part of the process. And I'll be looking forward to get you started with this program.
Okay.
So no upfront, right? You pay after 30 days, and I'll be walking you through the process to get funded. Brianna, what I want you to do is I want you to put down your email in the Zoom chat. So, Brianna, right now at the moment, like you're living with your parents or alone? And do you have a boyfriend or staying out of trouble?
There we go. Staying out of trouble.
That's good. Focus on yourself. That's good. And do you happen to have ID with you for verification to make sure that it's actually you, though? Because sometimes the robot can ask you that it's actually you.
I do.
Okay.
Had a question.
Yep, go for it.
The content we make, does it get posted on our personal profile or is it just like
Business
separate?
profile. It's a separate business profile. Because the thing is that think about it. If I am giving you, let's say that if you made a content, you put it on a social media platform that is personal content, the algorithm that is already been there, it's going to go to local people, like people who are doing jobs. They don't have nothing to do with softwares and stuff like that. So it's important to just let the algorithm to flow to the people. Because the thing is that it's like if you get 1,000 people coming at your site, out of those 1,000 people, 10 are business owners. It's better to have just 10 business owners coming at your site because it can drive your algorithm to a better way. So that's really
Yeah.
important. Like your auntie is not going to be calling you, hey, I need the software, right? So it's
Yeah.
important.
So you're in Dubai. That's
Mm.
like where you live.
Yeah, I'm Arabic. I spent like more than 8 years in the United States, and yeah, a lot of people like feel like that I'm Mexican, but I'm not. I'm just a good old
I
Arabic.
wasn't sure because your name's Chris.
Yeah, people can't pronounce my real name. That is called Abdullah, right?
Abdul-
You heard of this name? You heard this name?
Yeah.
Oh, there are people who can't pronounce this name real quick because it comes with a God's name. So if they take it wrong, I don't feel good. So people are like, yeah, you're a big guy. We're gonna call you Chris. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
What's
My
that?
real name is Abdullah Khan. Like you see Ishmael Khan,
Yeah.
that's Abdullah Khan.
That's nice. So you're a Muslim?
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
Nice.
Yeah. You kind of like stumbling upon Islam recently?
No, I mean, I have friends who are Muslim, so like, yeah, just connecting the dots, so to speak.
Okay.
I'm
Do
Christian though,
you like
but
Muslim people though?
of, I mean, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't see why not.
I feel like Muslim people are really humble, mostly, uh,
Mhm.
that I've got so far, like learning by getting into a lot of different cultures and stuff like that. Yeah, recently I've been to Malaysia and Thailand. All right. I like Malaysia, but Thailand was freaking like a lot of chaos, like literally. Like, see,
I love Thai.
all the men in Thailand are like converting into trance and stuff like that. Like crazy. You know what? I've seen in Thailand that women are like men don't take the responsibility of finances. They work,
Mhm.
but women are taking the responsibility of running a home, doing job and stuff like that. Like if you see American culture, like men are mostly like alpha males, like in Arabic, like they're like masculine stuff like that. Over there, you just see women like talking with the hard way. Men are really humble over there. So it was a really, really different culture shift. Like it's they can't even speak English as well. It was really hard. I was just taking the Google Translator and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been to a lot of like countries. I like to travel because the thing is that this part of the process of business is I can be anywhere around the world. I just need an internet and a laptop. If I don't even have a laptop, I can still take Zoom calls from the right. So I'm gonna show you like a portal. My team is gonna be sending you the email in the meantime. I'm gonna show you my portal that from the last 30 days, I just took 70 conversations with business owners. It's like I'm just taking 3 to 4 conversations in a day, right?
Mhm.
So pretty much
Persuasive.
you can do it by yourself as well, 74 grand. I I spend like 2 to 3 hours in a day on just taking conversation with the business owners. Someday I don't take. Okay,
I think
so
I can commit to that.
yeah, pretty much. Because I've seen sales rep making a lot of commissions though. Well, if you can, if, like, I'm gonna give an example. Like if the guy named as Mark was closing 150 to 60 grand a month for our team, all right, he's a sales closer. So if he can close, why not you as an operator who know more about business in the future and specifically you're more motivated because the money's coming straight to your bank, right? You can even close more money. But the real task over here is to become you make help you to become an operator, and you work on managerial part so you can have your sales team to make sales for you, right? That's the more smartest way to do it. Okay. So, Brianna, sometimes the process can get a little bit tricky. Our team sent you the email to help you to get started with the funding process. If you can do me a favor to share your screen, that'd be a lot easier. You're using computer or phone right now?
Phone, but I can use the
Computer.
computer.
That's not a
Um,
problem. Phone is better, always. Like
yeah.
you use fast and stuff like that. So, in the bottom of the Zoom call, you might see an option of share.
Um, like I don't know, cause like I'm on my phone, but oh, you mean to share my screen on my phone and then go to my email?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you can do that easily. In the bottom icons, you might see an option of share.
Okay. It says screen.
I see that
Button.
you have a picture on the Zoom. You usually use Zoom though, or back in COVID that you were using Zoom.
I use Zoom for the life insurance.
Oh, like face-to-face conversations?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good though. Like I always prefer face-to-face conversation so you can know more about the prospect always.
Yeah, like and that's the only problem was like cold leads.
Okay. So Brianna, I'm sending you the onboarding link right now though, and I'm gonna get you onboarded so I can get you started with the whole structure. Okay. Welcome to the team, Brianna, okay? Let's make
Thank you.
this money. Let's get it going. Okay, till then, I want you to stay safe and be connected with the team. They're going to start the onboarding process by replying you through the Instagram page. Okay. If you have any
Okay.
questions and stuff like that, you can drop. I'll be able to get back to you instantly. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Chris.
Problem. Let's
All
make
right.
it happen. Stay safe.
I'm done.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the name. Okay. Bye bye.